Alright, so my name Black Ross. I want to say thank you so much one more time. This is 102.1 in Living Stereo. And as I told you, I'm going to be talking with Christine Francis. We're going to be having a conversation soon. Christine, how are you doing? You good?
Me good. How life with you?
Well, I'm very good as well. What? I'm happy to see you again.
Blessings, my brother.
How is Ghana treating you?
So far, so good. But today is my last day, so I leave today en route to Kenya.
You may have to pull this microphone closer to you so we can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, very clear, clear now. So you're all the way from Jamaica?
Yes.
Have you been traveling around the world?
I have. I've been to 60 countries so far. I'm trying to see all 198 of them. But I would like to see the entire continent before. I'm up to country number 20 in Africa.
Whoa!
So, I make progress.
You have visited more than half of the countries of the world.
A third, I would say.
A third, I see. 198. And then you have done 60. All right. And you're still traveling?
Yes.
Which one do you want to visit next?
As I said, I'd like to see most of the continent of Africa. So, I don't know. All of them.
We're looking forward to having you. I mean, you've been coming to Ghana again and again. Right. What's the secret?
Well, I think most of us as Jamaicans recognize that we are African. Most of us believe that we are Ghanaians, right? Although that became a little bit questionable on my run to Sierra Leone, where the Maroons landed and set up shop. So I'm thinking maybe we should divide ourselves more evenly, So we'll see.
Okay.
But I love Ghana. I love the people. I love the spirit. And, oftentimes I come back to give back.
Okay.
So that's why I'm here now. And then,
Oh, you come back to give back?
I come back to give back.
You must be rich then.
No, man. I have a regular 9 to 5 like everybody else. I'm a social worker by profession.
Oh.
You just have to manage your money well so that you can share it with others. Most people go to church and put money in the tithe box,
offering bowl.
The offering bowl, right?
Yes.
I only give $5 when I go to church, so I can give back the money to the community where it should belong.
Oh, you go to church?
On occasion, for weddings, funerals, and baby christenings.
Oh, so you believe in Jesus Christ? Hallelujah. Jesus Christ.
I didn't tell you which church I go to. I didn't tell you which church I go to.
Which one? Which church has offering bowls?
All of them. Every single religion has some way of collecting.
Okay. So which church do you go to? Roman Catholic?
No, actually no. So I'm joking. I was raised Pentecostal.
Oh.
But I don't particularly go to any particular church. So I go to events, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said I go to weddings, christenings, and funerals.
I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to know that, you know Jesus Christ and you love Jesus Christ. That's nice to hear.
Yeah, man. You have to believe in something, right?
Okay. So her name is Christine Francis. Oh my God, have mercy. She has some experience that will blow your mind. My brother, my sister. Now, she is the manager of a group known as Rock River. Now, for how long have you been managing Rock River?
Well, about 5 years now, or so. It's a good group. It's 3 members in the group.
It looks like you're still a little far away from the microphone.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let me come closer.
Good.
This
Thank
is better.
you. Good.
You see, I was cutting my 10 back there, looking stylish. So let me sit better.
Okay.
You can't hear me now.
Well, the microphone is still looking. Oh, good. Right.
All right. Now we're better.
Good.
So I said around 5 years or so, and basically the group consists of 3 members, 2 males and a female, and all the music is about things that matters. So they're not saying nothing that isn't relevant, and they're not going to be talking about them girl, them car, or them buckler drinks. It is conscious music that address what is going on in society at this
beautiful
point.
Wow.
So
put a photograph of Rock River, so we can see who is a member of Rock River and who is not. Okay. All right. So what does it entail to be the manager of a group like this?
Well, you support the group, help them with their productions, set up their shows and things like that. It's a bit complicated, right? So much go into it about setting up their shows, making sure they are well publicized, sending out their music, making sure that their videos are done, things like that.
Oh, so you pay for all these things? You pay for their recordings? You pay for their everything like that?
Right.
Wow. Christine, you must be rich.
What make you keep saying that?
Ooh, because you're supporting a whole group, international group. At the same time, you keep going around the whole world, 60 countries so far, and then you come back and give out to people.
So why didn't you say, Christine, you know how to budget, me pitney?
But if you don't have it, how do you budget?
Well, it doesn't matter if a man have $1 or $1 million,
yes,
right?
Yes.
He can work with whatever he has,
okay,
and make certain it can meet some of his needs.
Wow.
May not meet all your needs, but you should be able to meet some of your needs, right?
Some of the needs,
right? So I am good at budgeting,
cool,
as well.
All right. So you are virtually taking care of Rock River. How do you get how do you put them out if they keep making music and the music is not getting popular? How do you get them to do shows?
Well, we're setting up a concert series now that will include them and several other well-known artists to bring them to several African countries as well. Because remember I told you we have a series called Come Back to Give Back.
So this is Rock River, right?
No, these are the dancers for Your Envy Too Plenty. So that's a video that they did.
Okay.
And the Envy Too Plenty song, it talks about people who take too much and try to take more than their fair share and is envious of other people who just have a little. So one of the line in the song says, you have a forest, I have a few leaves, and yet you're trying to take that away from me. Your envy is too plenty.
Oh, so these are dancers?
Yeah, these are the dancers.
So you pay for all these dancer services too?
Yes, I
congratulations.
I do that
all right, so Rock River is 2 men and 1 lady. Right. So please get me that photograph so we can let the people see that. All right. So, Christine, when would you walk away from an artist?
Why would I walk away?
When would you walk away from an artist?
If the content that they're producing isn't conducive to the well-being of others, or if they're not producing anything that is good, I see too many artists nowadays are just pandering to things that are not really important. So artists like that, I wouldn't even consider managing. The songs that you're putting out must resonate with me and must serve a purpose of elevating others in some form or way,
You have toured with a number of artists, so many different artists. Who are the most popular you have toured with so far?
I have been out with Eric Donaldson. Everybody know him. Yeah.
So we played this song today.
Yeah. So everybody knows Eric, and he's going to be on the new series that we're starting. So I am working on bringing Taris Riley here as well, back in March, if the pandemic doesn't mess things up, because we had to cancel a few shows so far. So we'll see. So Eric is the most popular artist I've worked with so far.
It's a legend. Legend. We love him so much in Ghana. We love him so much. Which country did you take Eric to?
We took him to Kenya to do a show. But, that's a long story. We won't go into it.
Okay. All right. So what was the response like? How did the people receive him?
Well, the people would have had a good time if the show, but I had to cancel that performance that he was supposed to be doing. He's disappointed. So we actually been to Canada. Not Canada, to Kenya twice, and he performed twice in 2 different locations. But the shows weren't. The sound wasn't good, and if you don't have good sound, then everything else is really poorly constructed, right? So this time around, when we go, we'll make certain that the sound man. It is important to have good engineers. So next time we'll bring our own.
Oh, you bring your own engineer. So in a situation like that, what do you do? Do you pull out? Do you continue to sing with a bad sound? What do you do?
Well, for the last one that he did, because the sound was so bad, and the local band that they hired couldn't play the tracks properly, couldn't play the songs properly. So it was interrupted, and he said he wouldn't continue. So it was disappointing.
Why? They did not rehearse?
They did. They had a week-long rehearsal, but for some reason the members of the band who were initially rehearsing with him, remember, we're working with local promoters, right? So those members went someplace else, and then so that's, you just saw Eric, you just saw so that's the band, and then you just saw Derek before. So those are the two male members.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, that's Good Mary Boy.
Yeah.
And that song is addressing the hypocrisy that sometimes happens in Christianity. So people can see what we're looking at, or they don't understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So that song, Good Mary Boy, I talk about. So meaning it could not be Jesus Christ you're addressing in saying all the things that you're saying. You could not be a very good Christian if you are behaving in that way. So as I said, you know, the songs must have meaning and purpose.
Okay. So Eric pulled out of the show. Which country was this? In Canada?
In Kenya.
Kenya. Okay. That was where the sound was bad?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Christine Francis is my guest. We're talking. She's going to be leaving the country today. Unfortunately, we were hoping to have a 1-hour interview, because if I mean to get into things, we are not going to finish today. But Christine, tell me, I mean, you've gone around the whole, about 20 countries in Africa, right? How is reggae music, received in these countries?
Most of the countries love reggae. There are a few that I'm perplexed about the misunderstanding. So, for example, I was in Kenya and they told me that reggae had a color, and I said, but reggae have no color. And they said, yeah, reggae color is red, right? You know, the ice green and gold color. So I said, no, that's the Rastafarian color. Now, when you see Rastas on the stage, then they be using that. They're running around, they wave their flag, and they say Haile Selassie. But that is not necessarily reggae. That is an artist performing as, you know. So they just wasn't getting that, because in their mind, when we were having this discussion, because I was making a flyer, and they said, but your flyer doesn't have the reggae colors. So I said, what are the reggae colors? And they explained. So I said, all right. So then I had to explain to them, Rastafarian, different from reggae, and that they do come to intersect, but they are
not particularly the same.
Yeah, they intersect, but they're not one and the same. So.
What has been the most interesting tour you have had so far?
So we did, we had Palm Hall, again, Eric, I love Eric, right? Palm Hall, Eric, Half Pint, you know, we did a concert with them as well. So, that was good. I like hanging out with entertainers, right? Because they're interesting, they're fun to be around. Sometimes the smoke get too high and I have to leave because I don't smoke.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, no.
Oh, wow.
I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do any of that type of stuff. So sometimes I have to just go back on my space and easy, because your head will get giddy depending on how much exposure you get, right? So.
It looks like you like Eric Donaldson. Which one of his songs do you like most?
I'm a born Jamaican. Cherry O Baby.
Oh, okay. Every woman loves that.
Yeah, Delilah. There's a bunch. You
okay.
Know, actually, I can recognize all the Eric stuff in my sleep. But don't ask me to sing no lyrics now, guys. I can't remember the lyrics to any song.
All right.
None whatsoever.
No worries. Christine Francis is in the house. She's Jamaican. She's all the way from Clarendon, right?
Clarendon, yes.
Cocoa
Born
tea.
and raised. So Love Save Lives is about, people working together and doing well. And addressing the ills in society, right? So that video, when we did it in animation. So somebody, you can go check out Rock River. It's ROCRIVA on YouTube, so they can see some of their stuff.
Check out Rock River. Their manager is here. Oh my God, have mercy. Rock River. Okay. So are you making money?
No. Maybe I should have begun with that. There are days when I'm broke. I'm joking.
Wow.
I'm joking.
You are broke sometimes.
I'm joking.
Okay, so you're joking. So you're actually making money.
Well, as you know, the music business is fickle, right? If you're not touring and doing a lot of shows, then that's where the money is. because sales, most people pirate songs these days, right? So you're not making money on sales anymore. Like in the old days, you had to buy a record. I was on a boat in Sierra Leone, and they were playing everybody's music, and I said, and the man was smiling at me because piracy is so bad. But I'm not in the music business necessarily to make a lot of money, but to bring awareness as well, so that people can get good music that they can listen to uplift them. In the future, I will probably make some money, but for now, we're still introducing the work to people.
Have you listened to some Ghanaian reggae, and what do you think about Ghana reggae?
Ghana reggae is interesting. Honestly, oftentimes I don't understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
Because they believe they must speak in Patois. And it's not necessary to speak in Patois to do reggae.
Fire!
Right?
Fire!
So I don't understand. And then there are times when they say things that I'm like, what?
What are they saying?
No Jamaican in their right mind
will say these things.
For example,
yeah.
I think they think in this country that bumbleclat is a greeting. It's not. It's a curse word. We're offended when you say it.
Oh, really? It's a curse word?
It's a curse word.
So I cannot meet you and say, oh, Christine, bumbleclat.
No, that is impolite and improper.
Oh, really?
Right. No, you can say to me, if you haven't seen me in a while and you were wondering where I was, you would say, bumbleclat, Christine, a long time I not see you. That is different than saying, Christine, oh, bumbleclat. Right? Fire!
All right.
It has two different meanings. And most of us don't go around. For example, I was at an event recently, and there was a shirt printed with the word bumbleclat on it.
Wow.
So I said to them, who in their right mind is going to be putting that shirt on? Because no Jamaican is going to wear that. We wouldn't.
We have a lot of Jamaicans here who love that word.
No.
They use it night and day.
Yes, in context, but not out of context. If you listen to what they're saying, they're using it as an exclamation, or because they're angry, but they're not using it in casual conversation.
I know a Jamaican who would not complete a sentence without using bumbleclat.
You sure he's Jamaican?
Oh, yeah, he is Jamaican.
Yeah?
He's not a Ghanaian Jamaican. He's Jamaican.
And then, so what is he talking about? Because it can't be. Okay, introduce me to that Jamaican, and I'll ask him why is he using that word with such looseness, because it's a curse word.
It's a curse word.
Right.
All right.
Anything with a clat at the end is a curse word.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are the curse words in your language? And by the way, none of these words can be said on our radio stations. No disc jockey in Jamaica can be on the station and say any clat. No ras, no bumbo, no puss, none of that.
All right. So that is some education to you. That is why we ask you to do kuchoko every now and then. Speak in the language that you understand most. Don't be a groupie. Don't be a bandwagonist. Speak the patois if you understand what you are speaking, and don't jump on the bandwagon and say anything at all. One such thing is the use of bumbleclat, rasclat, and
they're all curse words.
Yes.
They're all curse words, and they're disrespectful. And so for example, if you were to say any of these words to me, I would haul off and slap you.
Oh, wow. All right. So you've heard that in some Ghanaian songs?
Yes, I've heard many of yours.
Okay.
Have
you had bumbleclat in them?
Yeah.
Fire! You did?
You won't say. So, but think of it. How many Jamaican songs do you hear them cursing really?
Peter Tosh has a whole song that is called Oh Bumbleclat.
Right.
Oh Bumbleclat.
Yeah, that is.
Oh Rasclat.
All right, but what is Peter talking about? He's addressing an issue, right? Even Rock River, the first song that you sung.
Yeah, your ass. That one.
Yes, bubble on your ass. That is literally saying to the establishment, you are being unjust, you are being unfair, and you need somebody to lick you in your clot, right? Because you're not treating the youth of today with the reverence and the dignity that they need, because you're taking everything away from them. You're even eating a child's cake right?
But I think Jamaicans actually curse more than any other person on earth. All the pussy songs and all those songs are from Jamaica. Beanie Man and all those people. You will never listen to their songs without 20 pussies mentioned and, you know,
Okay,
all
but
that.
no. There's a difference between talking about body parts and cursing.
Pussy.
That's
Pussy wall.
that's
Pussy clot.
okay. No. Me and you go disagree.
All right.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, no.
Yes.
Most song. And there are many Jamaican artists that I really don't rate, right? We won't say.
Oh,
But-
Beanie Man is one of those.
No, I didn't say none of that.
Because Beanie is listening to us right now. Muta
Beanie.
Maruka is also online listening. And then
All right, ask
Rasta
Muta.
Kura is also.
Okay, so ask Muta.
Yeah.
I said, Muta, are these curse words?
Yeah, well, so do you hate or do you loathe curse words more than profanity? Is it not
But-
all boxed in one?
Yeah, profanity is curse words, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the clots that we object to are all profanities.
So the pussy and all those things, we consider that profanity as well.
Depending on the context, right? Because sometimes you're just describing something, right?
And you have to say pussy.
Right, and you have to say the word.
Really?
I have no objection to the word. It's how it's used and how freely it's
All
used
right.
and and why you're using
All
it.
right. So have you heard that in Ghanaian songs?
Yeah, man, you guys like to curse and you guys like to and sometimes it's used out of okay, I'll give you a funny joke.
Good.
The first time I was in the Volta region, I was helping to build a school block. And one of the workers said to me, Mama Christine, I'm going to give you my email address. And I said, yes, what it is, and I'll send you some of the music. And he says, my email address is Bomboras. I fell out. I said, what is your I said, what is your email? He said, my email is Bomboras. I said, no Rastaman would call himself Bombo. Right? And I was literally rolling. And I said, and he said, well, why are you laughing? I said, because those words don't go together. You know, you can't, you can describe a behavior that the man did as the bumbo, whatever. But you can't look at a Rastaman and call him a bumbo ras.
Well, I've had an opportunity to speak about this, but it also has its own long history. You know, there was a king in Uganda called King Bombo. And he was so powerful. I mean, we've run out of time, so I don't really want to venture into it. And anytime his name was mentioned, it brought fear into the slave master. They said, Bombo, Bombo on the ships. They didn't like it. And that is also captured in some portions of the book called Gulliver's Travels, which is a popular book people read night and day.
But that is not why people are saying it nowadays.
Yeah, so,
right? That was to garner fear and respect.
Good.
But this one is to...
So it almost became like a greeting. The white man did. Well, I mean, I'm not going to make any... I mean, for that, it's a bad word, it's a curse word. I mean, Peter Tosh himself says, oh, it's a magical word. When you curse that, devils and demons all splash.
Once again, context. Remember what I told you. Context. What is the context in which the word is being used?
All right. Mama Christine, so you are building schools in Ghana?
Well, I've built a school. I've built water systems. I've
Library.
contributed. Yeah, so my aunt has built 8 libraries to date. We are a very giving family. So, yeah, so to date, my aunt has built 8 libraries in the Volta region. I've done a school block and water systems. Actually, I just donated to a village of women potters so that they can harvest their clay more readily, so that they can do their pottery, and a whole host of other things. But as you said, we don't have time for going into all of them. But
do you appreciate any other kind of music aside reggae and dancehall?
Yeah, man, I listen to all kind of music. Classical,
Afrobeat?
Classical, jazz, Afrobeat. I like country and western. You have to talk about the heartbreaks in life, right? And I like different fusions. I love music.
Which one do you love most?
Reggae, because it is within my blood. But if we're not talking about reggae, then I would go with jazz. No,
don't like dancehall.
Oftentimes I find that these days dancehall isn't saying much. They're just, as you said, they're cursing and they're talking about them girl and then car and them this and then that, and they're all flossy. So, although my group does dancehall, but once again with meaning and purpose.
Do you see yourself dealing with other Ghanaian artists who you think are conscious enough in the future?
It's a possibility, but I tend to stay within my lane, right? I stay home and work with people home because I understand, and the language is easy for me.
Okay.
While here, so if I had to work with an artist, I probably work with you, not because I'm interviewing with you, but because
that's a bribe.
But because you're a conscious musician, right?
Oh, am I? Wow.
You have some good year. So,
Mama Christine Francis, my guest. Listen, I didn't want to do this. We're going to be doing it again for an hour. She has a lot to tell us, a lot to share with us. You know, her journey through, managing artists, and a lot about touring and all that. How to get your per diems, how to get your money paid to you, what you do when you travel as an artist. Oh my God, I wanted us to get into all that. But do you have a favorite Ghanaian artist yet?
No.
None?
No.
Have you listened to Stoneboy?
I have, and I've listened to Shattawali, but you're not going to get me saying nothing.
Okay. You like Ambule? You watched Ambule play the other day?
That man is a genius. Let's talk about him.
Ambule.
He's a genius.
Well, Christine Francis says Ambule is a genius.
He's a genius.
Ambule, big up yourself. We're going to continue this conversation another time. Christine?
I just sat there and listened to him play and listened to his band. The instrumentation was superb. Even with the bad engineer that was...
Oh, there was a bad engineer on the day?
You know, the man had to stand up there and instruct the engineer about how to do his volumes and change these reverbs and all that.
Okay.
So, yeah, you need good engineers. You need good engineers.
All right. Thanks so much, Christine Francis.
Blessings.
And if you have any other thing you want to say, you can add that before we leave.
Well, so we're starting Vacationing with Purpose, where I want to bring people from the Caribbean and from the diaspora on vacation to the continent so they can have an experience of immersing themselves into culture and giving back. So Vacationing with Purpose, our website will be going up soon. And I'm also looking for more entertainers to go on, do shows with us so that they can come back and give back. So hit me up.
How do they hit you up?
Havingpurpose.org. So not having a purpose, having HAVING purpose PURPOSE.org. So I run a not-for-profit organization as well, called Having Purpose, so you can see me.
So if you're an artist and you want to hit her up, this is what you do, havingpurpose.org, right?
Right. Yeah, so they can send me an email there.
Email?
Yeah, so if you go on the line, on the site, and you see my email address and you can send me an email.
All right. People come on this show and then they give me gifts. Once you are into giving out, I decided to bring you this. This is my kind of brand. I hang it around my neck like this. I put my phone inside. Sometimes I put some money inside. Sometimes I put herbs inside and all that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, my love. Blessings.